managing the positivity ratio in relationships, any kind of relationship. To have a good relationship, it said you should have at least 4 to 5 good interactions per bad interaction. I think you can also apply this to a good life. You should have about 4 to 5 or more good social interactions per negative social interaction. It's also called the Gen ratio, Jen. Read about that in, what's the name of that book? Power of, I don't know, if someone might know in the comments. Welcome in, fam. Much love, Trav here. Something a little bit different today. It's the end of a long day. I usually record my videos early in the day when I have the most energy, usually outside. You can hear the birds chirping. Right now, this is me. I'm knocked out. It was a long day. Lots of sun, pretty red. Got in the surf, did a lot of weeding and lifting of heavy stuff, and rushed around and harvested vegetables and fed the sheep, and it's been a good day. It's been a good day. Lots of positive interactions, some negative interactions, but that's okay. And this is something that I haven't really talked about before, but I want to talk about. Yeah, something a little different. So I'm tired. It's going to be a different vibe. Usually I'm pacing. Right now I'm lying down. Also, that's my real mustache. My facial hair is super blonde, but I don't grow too much of it yet. Maybe when I'm older, I'll have this epic giant blonde beard, which will look pretty fucking wild on me, because, you know, the rest of my hair is dark brown. Anyways, the positivity ratio, that's something you should pay attention to, and something you should always be working to improve. Certain social situations are not conducive to having a high, what they call Gen ratio. We'll call it a positivity ratio. Like pick up basketball with strangers. You know, it's people are going to be a lot more mean than they are going to be nice. That's okay. It depends what you're looking for, but that sort of thing can cause damage, psychological damage, if you're in an environment where you're getting too much negative and not enough positive. You need to, I mean, ideally, you just have a real high ratio, and in order to do that, you can string a lot of good interactions together over and over and over, and then you can have a streak of bad interactions, and it doesn't ruin everything because, you know, it's just the ratio, but you got to change that negative momentum if you've got it. So what do I mean positive interactions versus negative interactions? Well, like, you should be getting 4 yeses per 1 no, generally. I mean, you're told in society as a man you're supposed to be persistent and turn no's to yes and all that. I bought into that. I think that's wrong, because no's kill confidence and yeses boost testosterone. What you want to do is try to hit home runs, but also try to not strike out, right? So you're trying to get a lot of small yeses. That's also part of the Socratic method, Socrates. Shout out to the ancient Greeks. You're trying to get a lot of small yeses and big yeses. If there's a no mixed in there, it's okay. But if it's like 80% no's, that's just not good for your psychology. I mean, you get used to it, but it's just not good for your psychology. Ideally, and you say positive and negative. No is not necessarily negative, because if you're asking a bunch of questions and trying to figure stuff out, like yes/no questions, just about information, then you're gonna get no's. When I say negative, it's more, you know, yeah, you get it. It's not, you can get no's informational. It's not negative. In fact, the majority of interactions are going to be neutral, not positive or negative. You can't look at every interaction and say that was a positive interaction, that was a negative interaction. Majority of interactions are going to be neutral, but you want a lot more positive than negative. Positive is like smiling at someone or laughing with someone at a joke, or you know, positive touch like a hug or a handshake, or, you know, like peace out, you know, kind words. It could be just listening, telling a story, nodding along, positive interactions, or you know, getting a job done together at work, or accomplishing anything, or, you know, the list goes on and on and on. Negative interactions being mean comments, or avoidance, or you know, you see in negative emotions, irritability and all this anger and jealousy and this stuff spilling out. So when you're what you're going for is not a bunch of neutral, but like you can try to boost the number of positive by telling jokes, trying to make people laugh. Gentle, supportive touch. Like people like to be patted on the back, touched on the shoulder, side hugs in general. Small things you can do to get positive interactions, or say thank you and appreciation, give appreciation, or these are a lot of small things you can do to boost the ratio of positivity. One of the keys to negativity, this is something that I'm learning, I'm not that good at yet. One of the keys to avoiding negative interactions, one of the keys to avoiding negative interactions is to avoid them. A lot of people don't avoid negative interactions. They go into them, they seek them out. They don't realize that you can read signs like, if this person is irritable or I'm irritable, I should probably do something solo, like I'm going to go surf by myself, or I'm going to go for a walk by myself, or I'm going to try to avoid this other person until the mood changes, the emotion changes. So that, because you can't be super positive all the time with everyone. Oh, you can. Certain relationships and friendships are just so good, but that's rare. So it's realistically, it's good to read the signs and say, okay, this is some time I should take to myself. I can avoid this person for right now, or avoid people in general because I am irritable. Right? These are things that we can do to increase the ratio by reducing the number of negative interactions that we're receiving. So, two-pronged strategy. And again, it seems that most good relationships have at least 4 to 5 positive per negative. Ideally, you want even more. And I would say that a good life has many, many positive to negative. You can give out a lot of positive, and a lot more positive will come back your way. And again, when you're feeling real irritable or sensing irritability and negativity in other people, just avoid them for that time. Not forever, but until their mood changes. So, hope you find that useful. I hope you find it interesting. Share down below. What do you think your ratio is in your important relationships in your life? Is it 4 to 5 to 1? Is it 1 to 4 to 5? It's possible it's really low and bad because you've got cancerous negative relationships. And rather than cut those out, you can try to add more positive. So what's something you like to do just to add a little bit of positivity? It's something as simple as good morning, or how's your day, or nice job, or pat on the back. Those small things. Do you have any go-tos to create positive interactions? I like to say thank you whenever possible, just to create one little positive interaction, get some momentum going. And then, what are some common negatives that really bother you? I don't really like being teased that much. I know some people interpret that as positive. It's negative for me. So I try to let people know that I don't really like that much. That's, one thing for me. And yeah, look forward to hearing what you have to say in the comments down below. What do you think of this video? Generally, I'm going to be recording my videos outside in the morning, but I didn't get around to it today and wanted it to get done. So I think it's a pretty good topic anyway. So appreciate you. Much love. Look forward to hearing what you have to say. And peace.